Welcome back to Yahoo Finance. As we enter a midterm election year, Democrats are dealing with a slew of problems, including Omicron and tanking approval numbers for President Biden. But our Yahoo Finance's Rick Newman says that's not their most alarming problem. Rick, what is the most alarming problem in that case?
Hey, Karina, there's some new data out on people moving around from state to state, and it shows an intensification of this trend that's been in place for some time, which is people moving out of blue states, such as those on the East and West Coast and the upper Midwest, and moving to red states, mostly in the South. Some researchers at the American Enterprise Institute combined this with a lot of economic data, and they found what is sort of the familiar storyline, but is getting worse for Democrats, which is that the states people are moving out of have higher taxes, higher energy costs, higher home prices, and they're just not as economically vibrant as the states, the red states, the Republican-controlled states that these people are moving to, which have lower unemployment rates, higher economic growth, cost of living is more affordable. This trend has been in place for some time. It's one of the reasons that Democrats are going to lose 3 seats in the House of Representatives, or at least blue states are going to lose 3 seats with the reapportionment from the 2020 census. This could get worse during the next census, which is in 2030. And I think there are a lot of other reasons that it just makes it look like democratically run states are just not where people want to live in the United States right now.
So, Rick, I want to dive into a little bit more what is wrong with these blue states. I read that 4 Democratic states in the Northeast are actually asking the Supreme Court to hear a case challenging the cap on the state and local tax, the SALT deduction that I guess the Republicans, it was part of their tax law back in 2017. So highlight for us sort of what are the main issues with these blue states?
Well, some of the red states have pretty solid appeal. Some of them don't have a personal income tax. Some of them do not have a business income tax. So businesses want to move there. It's more business friendly. Wealthier people want to move there to avoid the state income tax. And I think that, this is kind of an arbitrage that's taking place among states. And I think the sort of old traditional blue states just haven't figured out what to do about it. You get stuck with this sort of spiraling problem if your tax base starts to leave and you need even more tax revenue to support the expensive social programs you have. If you don't come up with a new way of doing business, all that's left to you is just to raise taxes on the people who are left, which will just drive more people away. We're starting to see, some awareness of that you can't just keep doing this. In Connecticut, for example, the governor there has basically said, we got to stop raising taxes. We've lost enough people. And they're not one of the states that showed up as losing the most in this latest batch of data. But I think some of these blue states are just going to have to come up with smarter policies to give people a little tax relief and give them other reasons to stay.
Yep, absolutely. All right, we will leave it there. Yahoo Finance's Rick Newman. Thanks for that.
Hi, guys.